this is story time with me, and I'm doing this story, East of the Sun and West of the Moon. Hope you like it. East of the Sun and West of the Moon. One evening, as a storm raged outside, a poor man and his wife sat around the fire with their children, doing this and that. Just as the wind blew its hardest, they heard a tapping at the window. When the father went out to see what it was, there stood a great white bear. "Give me your youngest daughter," said the bear, "and I will make you as rich as you are now poor." Well, the father didn't think that he would mind being rich, but he thought he should talk it over with his daughter first. He told the white bear to come back in a week for his answer. Who would wanna live a fantastic paradise? At first, his daughter said no, but all that week the father talked about how well off they would be, and last, she agreed. Then the white bear returned. She got up on his back, and away he went. After a while, the white bear said, "Are you afraid?" "Not at all," the girl replied. On they rode until they came to a high mountain. There the white bear knocked on a great stone, and a door opened. Inside were the rooms of a castle. The white bear gave this girl a silver bell and told her to ring it whenever she wanted anything. After supper, the girl felt sleepy and thought she would like to go to bed. She rang the bell and instantly found herself in a beautiful room. No sooner had she put out the light and gone to bed than a man came in and lay down beside her. Before morning, he was gone. So days went for a while, but at last the girl grew sad one day. The white bear asked her what was the matter. "I miss my family," she replied. "I will take you to see them," said the bear, "but you must promise not to speak alone with your mother. If you do, you'll bring bad luck to both of us." The next day, the white bear took the girl on his back, and on they rode until they came to a grand house. "Here you are," he said. "Don't forget your promise." When the girl greeted her family, there was such joy there was no end to it. That afternoon, when her mother tried to draw her away, the girl said, "Oh, can we talk later?" But somehow or other, her mother got her alone, and just the girl told her everything. "If only I could see him just once," she ended her story. "Take this candle," said mother. "Light it when the man is asleep, but be careful not to drop any tallow on him in the evening." The white bear came to take the girl home. That night, when the girl lit the candle, she saw the most handsome man she had never set eyes on. But as she leaned over him, 3 drops of hot tallow fell on his shirt and woke him up. "Look what you've done!" cried a troll woman. "Bewitch me, so that I am a white bear by day and a man by night. If only you had waited 1 year, I would have been free. Now I must go to the castle that lay east of the sun and west of the moon, and marry her daughter with the long nose." "Can I go with you?" the girl asked. "No," he replied. "Then I'll search for you," she said. What? Next morning, the girl rubbed the sleep from her eyes and set out. After many days, she came to a high crag. There sat an old hag, tossing a golden apple from hand to hand. "Do you know the way to the castle that lay east of the sun and west of the moon?" the girl asked. "Are you the one who should have married the prince who shut up there?" said the old hag. "I am," said the girl. "All I know," said the old hag, "is neither you come late or never. Still, you may borrow my horse and ride to my next neighbor. Maybe she'll be able to tell you the way here. Take this golden apple." That was not me. The girl rode until she came to another crag under which sat the old hag. "Do you know the way to the castle that lay east of the sun and west?" the girl asked. "I know nothing about it, but neither he'll come late or never, and you may borrow my horse to ride my next neighbor. Maybe she'll know a way." And this old hag gave the girl a golden carding cup. The girl rode until she came to another great crag, where lay east of the sun and west of the moon. She asked. "No," said the old hag, "but neither you'll come late or never, and I'll lend you to my horse to ride to the east wind. Maybe he can help you." She gave the girl a golden spinning wheel to take with her. The girl rode many days. When she got to the east wind house, she asked, "Do you know the way to the castle that lay east of the sun and west of the moon?" "No," said the east wind, "but if you're not afraid, I will take you to my brother, the west wind. Maybe he knows." When they got there, the west wind told the girl he had never blown so far. "But if you're not afraid, I will take you to our brother, the south wind. He's stronger than either of us. Perhaps he can help you." But the south wind said, "I have never been so far as to the castle that lay east of the sun and west of the moon. Still, if you're not afraid, I'll take you to the strongest brother the north wind, if he can't help you, nobody can. What do you want? Roared the north wind. When we got to his house, you needed to be cross, said the south wind. Here is the one you should have married, the prince, who lives in the castle east of sun and west of the moon. Can you tell her the way? Once I blew there, said the north wind. I was so tired, I couldn't even talk for days. If you aren't afraid, he said to the girl. I said, I'll see if I can blow you there. I'm not afraid, she answered. Very well, said the north wind. But we must wait until the morning, for we will need the whole day if we are to get at there all. I'm recording. Early the next day, the north wind puffed himself and blew off, taking the girl with him. On and on they rushed all the time over the sea. The north wind got wearier and wearier. At last, he could hardly puff. He sank so low. The waves washed over the girl's ankles. Are you afraid? He asked her. Not at all, she replied. At last, they saw land. The north wind had just enough breath to blow the girl on the shore near the castle that lay east of sun and west of the moon. Next morning, the girl sat under the castle windows playing the golden apple. A troll with a long nose leaned out a window and asked, What do you want your golden apple? Let me stay the night with the prince who lives here, said the girl. And you'll have it done, said the troll. That night, when the girl got to the prince's bedroom, he was fast asleep. When she called him and shook him, but nothing would wake him up. In the morning, the troll chased the girl out. Later, she sat under the castle's window and began to card with her golden carding comb. The troll wanted it, and the girl said if she could stay the night with the prince, the troll could have it. That night, the girl again found the prince sound asleep, and nothing she could do would rouse him. The next morning, she had to leave. In the afternoon, the girl sat under the castle windows and began to spin with her golden spinning wheel. That too, the troll wanted. The girl told her she would only part with it if she could stay the night with the prince. So you may, said the troll. Now, it happened that there were some four shut up in the room next to the prince. That day, they told him about the woman they had heard weeping and calling to him at night. When the troll brought his evening chocolate, the prince only pretended to drink it, for he guessed she had put sleeping potion in it. That night, the girl found the prince wide awake. You are just in time, he said. Tomorrow I am to marry the troll with the long nose, and you are the only one who can save me before the wedding. I refuse to marry anyone but the woman who can wash down out of my shirt. Stay close to the castle, because the troll won't be able to do it. When she fails, I'll call you. The next day, the prince said, I've sworn never to take a bride unless she can wash my towel out of my shirt. If she can't do that, she will not worth marrying. Ha, said the troll. That's easy. She began to scrub the shirt, but the harder she scrubbed, the shirt, but the spots grew. Let me try, said her mother. But with all her rubbing and scrubbing, the spots just grew bigger and blocked her. Then all the other trolls tried, but the harder they rubbed, blacker the shirt grew. None of you are worth a straw, said the prince. Why, I'll bet that beggar girl sitting outside can wash better than any of you. Come here, he called to the girl. Can you wash this shirt clean? I don't know, she said. But I think I can. And almost before she had dipped it in the water, the shirt was white and as driven snow, and whiter still. Well, you're one of for me, said the prince. At the troll's mother flew in such rage, she burst on the spot on her daughter after her, and the whole pack of trolls after her. Then the north wind, who was rested up by that time, blew the girl and the prince all the way home, where they were married. Done, guys. The story is done. Make sure to subscribe and like.